Hello everyone, I'm Srijan GV and in this video I'm going to be explaining you about Redis and how we can make use of it. But let's first understand what caching is. So caching is a process of storing frequently accessed data in a temporary storage area known as cache. Cache is typically a high-speed storage pool which holds the data. The cache memory is always faster than a typical database since and it holds less amount of data when compared to an actual relational database. By storing it in cache, it allows application to quickly retrieve data without having to repeatedly query a database or perform complex computations. Coming to Redis. Redis is a powerful and versatile caching solution. Redis is also known for its speed, flexibility, and support of various data structures. The main part of Redis is it stores data in a key value pair, and you can literally store any type of data you want in Redis, like mostly all of it. Firstly, let's see how you can get a hosted Redis for free. So you can go to redis.io and you can try Redis Cloud for free. All you have to do is sign up with a new account and you'll be redirected to a page where you'll have a free tier structure where you can store up to 30 MB of data. So once you're here, I'll be showing how we can make use of it in a Node application. First thing, you can click on connect here and you can select your client. So you get the code that you'll have to paste in your Node.js application. And once you go down, you will also find your password, which you'll have to copy in order to connect to the database and store data. Now let's see the actual implementation of Redis in a Node.js application. So as you can see, I have created a simple server and the two packages I've used are Express and NodeMon. And let's run the application. And once we go to our post and reload, you can see hello world over here. You know that our server is, our application is running right now. Now let's write logic first to connect to the database. So what we can do is, first thing, we'll have to install the package called Redis. So npm is my package manager and I'm installing Redis. Secondly, I'll also install Axios. And once you have both the packages, let's import them. Since I have Copilot, it auto determines what I'm about to type. First thing, I'll name it as Redis client. What we can do is we can just copy the code from the Redis thing, or we can just type it out. Also, to make use of environment variables, I'm gonna install .env. After once you have created the client, we'll have to connect to the client. So we'll just type Redis client dot connect is a function that once you connect, we'll also console log is connected. And then now you can see we can just save the application and run once again. Be able to see connected to Redis right now. So we'll need data to be stored in Redis. So we are gonna make use of something called as dummyjson.com, or you can also use JSON placeholders. but I'm gonna use dummy JSON since it has products. So what we can do is just copy this link, go back to the code, stop the server for now, and after it's connected, we'll also write another route. Once after you do this, let's have something like a simple logic. First thing, we'll have to get it from the link. So we have to fetch it from the link. So what we are going to do is we are going to make use of Axios. So what we can do is let products. So it's getting our products right now. And to see our products, what we are going to do is we're going to do res.send data. So let's run it once again. Let's check. And I'm going to be making use of Postman since we can see how much time it takes. I go here, I click on send. You see we got our data and it took around 641 milliseconds. Go back to our application. Now since we already got our data and products is something in an e-commerce which needs to be cached because every user looks at all the products, and we'll also set expiry date for that data since you don't want to cache invalidated data in your cache since it will mess up the entire flow. Once after you do this, we'll write a simple logic to find if it already exists in our cache, then we'll just fetch it from our cache. Otherwise, we'll have to go through the Axios and get it from the website itself. So what we can do is first we'll check. We'll also make use of Redis client dot is ready. We'll first see if our Redis client is ready. So what we can do is we can check use this condition called redis dot is ready. I declared it over there, and if it is ready, let's check if products equals 8 redis client dot get products. Products is our key, and now we'll have to, if it is not there in our redis, we'll have to load the data and then store it into redis. So what we can do is, and before that we'll also write another condition to check if it's hitting our redis or not. So products and console.log. So if our products has some data, then it has hit the cache and we also got the data. So we're gonna console log cache hit, and then we are gonna return that data. So as I told before, Redis stores everything in string format and in key value pairs. So we'll have to parse that string and make it into a JSON. So that's why we are making use of JSON.parse. And after that, if it is not there, we'll use an else condition and we cache miss. If your cache gets missed, we're gonna then retrieve that data from the main website itself. And after that, you can reuse the same condition called redis client.isReady. And instead of using this, we'll make use of a different function called setEx. Then the first parameter is going to be our key, which is products. And then the second one is the expiration time in seconds. So I'm going to give 10 seconds as of now, since I'll have to show how it looks. And after that, the value which we are trying to store to that particular key. And it should be in string format, so it is showing json.stringify. So we do that, our data is getting stored. So this is our function. Now let's run the application once again. You can see it's connected to Redis and now listening on port 3000. Let's go back to our Postman. Let's click on send. You can see it took 671 milliseconds, and once you go here, cache miss. Now let's hit send again. It took only 52 milliseconds this time, and you can see it's a cache hit. So I had set the timer for 10 seconds. So 10 seconds is up, and now it's back to 628 milliseconds. So we are going from 600 milliseconds to 60 milliseconds, which is around 10x improvement in performance. Let's try it multiple times as well. I'm gonna click send. You can see cache miss, and if I send multiple times again, it's 52, 51, etc. Now if you see, it's all cache hit. So this data is getting stored in our cache, and whenever we are trying it once again, if it is there in cache, it's gonna retrieve it. And this is how you make use of Redis. And if you want to see your data in Redis, you can also go download Redis stack from here. Redis and Redis stack. Redis stack comes with a graphical user interface where you can see your key and values. Redis, there is also a command line which shows up just like this, where you can check your data. Thank you for watching.